Hi guys, David here, August University. Today I'm going to discuss why it's the prime opportunity now to get into cryptocurrency if you're not already getting in. Let's get started. Welcome guys, August University here, David Wynn. So today I want to discuss the biggest opportunity I believe when it comes to financials, when it comes to money, when it comes to currencies. And right now, I truly believe that with all this politics, with all this things going on in the world right now, coronavirus, all these different things, we really need to look at our assets. We really need to look at strongly into our investments and know what's really happening in the world. We can't put our head in the sand, right? We can't put our head in the water. We really got to pay attention to what's going on in the world, right? Part of the things that are happening right now, right? The stock market what it looks like right now is, the stock markets are getting bailed out by the government, okay? Meanwhile, government is printing money, right? Fiat currency, printing out bills, and then giving it away, to people, to give it back to the people while they're looking for work, while they're seeking employment, while they're staying at home, safely, right? So, through all these different benefits, okay? By the end of the day, we become reliant on these things. We become reliant on these services, become reliant on these payouts. But eventually these payouts are gonna go away, okay? Government's only gonna give us so much money while they're printing money. If you really think about that, they're printing money, they're giving you free money, what's really happening, okay? Eventually the dollar value of the money that's being given is not worth the same amount of money. For example, there's people in the industry that I know, they make a certain amount of salary. You make $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year, $100,000 a year. So your goal is to make 120. Your goal is to make 140, right? What if that $140,000 that the government's printing it out? You make 140 on paper. Now the government eventually just drops the price and value of your dollar because they've been printing money the whole time. So they drop it in, now there's more money available. Now that's gonna drop the dollar, okay? So now your $140 worth of cash, right, is now only worth 80,000, only worth 90,000, only worth 70,000, who knows, right? That being said, all your hard-earned money, hard-earned time, and progression in your career is no longer having the same value. All your savings that's earning 1%, 2%, in the United States right now, people are earning less than 1%. Now, if you think about this, banks know how to make money, okay? Banks know how to make money. They take your money, right? Then they lend it out and invest it in other places and make huge amounts of profits through your money. Yet they pay you 1% or less. How does that make sense? How does it make sense that they charge you 17 to 25%, even 29% on interest on your credit cards? How does that make sense? So that's why you guys really got to pay attention to the next level of financial freedom, and that's in the cryptocurrency space, okay? So you need to know what that is, realize that you need to pick some up soon so that you can't just depend on your stocks. You can't just depend on your real estate. You can't just depend on your cash in the bank. You need this money working for you. And you need to invest into different assets, right? Cryptocurrency is one of the biggest things growing. There was a huge growth in 2017. That was the big boom. Obviously, it went down from then, and people lost a lot of money. People gained a lot of money. But that being said, corporations are starting to take notice, right? PayPal getting involved with cryptocurrency, allowing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, etc., Bitcoin Cash, etc. in their wallet. Square putting millions and millions of dollars, okay, into Bitcoin. Why? All right. Why would they do that? MicroStrategy investing hundreds of millions into Bitcoin and making one of the biggest gains in their business, even more than the revenue that they typically earn in a year over the last few months. Why? So obviously corporations are starting to see the light, but it's going to take time to get mass adoption, okay? So you need to realize this, and whether it's, a small amount or a large amount, not all your savings, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but you need to at least have a basic understanding of what blockchain technology is, what Bitcoin is, how it started, the history of money. I've been doing research on Forex and, how the government created money, where it all came from, right? So in the past, before when the US dollar was created, it was actually backed up at the bank with actually gold, okay? So it was a store of value. You can transact that dollar in cash, go to the bank and get a little bit of gold for it, right? Now, what can you get for your money at the bank? There's no real backing. It's kind of a made up number at this point. So you can print as much as you want and eventually release it to everybody, and then the value, goes down. It no longer has as much value anymore. So, you want to look at things like cryptocurrency because, for example, Bitcoin, it can be utilized as a store of value. There's only so much Bitcoin that's being created and can be created, and then, it's going to be a supply and demand, right? So if it's used as a store of value, who do you think is going to be looking at it in the next few years, right? People are dumping millions and millions of dollars, if not billions, into this. Should you be thinking about it? So I just want you guys to ponder on that. There's other cryptocurrencies, and the space it's growing huge, right? So you got Ethereum, where you can build on the Ethereum network and build these different altcoins, projects, software. Think about it like the internet. It's kind of like the internet boom, where people can build these full businesses and coins and networks and projects all on Ethereum, okay? So this is a huge opportunity there, right? Bitcoin is more so the store of value, okay? Not as effective for using as a currency to actually buy stuff, but used it more like a store of value, like similar to gold, right? Storing it away, and it goes up in value as more people get in. But like I said, there's not an endless supply. There's a limited supply, okay? So yeah, just consider these things. And then there's new players in the space, and there's always going to be companies growing in the space with new projects, right? For example, DeFi is something new, right? Where you can swap tokens directly without an exchange, right? That's new. Like companies like Uniswap, projects like Uniswap, that's huge, right? That was this year where it blew up. Now, as things grow here, you don't want to miss the train. You should be picking up books. You should be watching the videos to better understand this, whether you want to invest or not. Don't put your head in the sand, okay? It's very important. It's very vital. Turn off the news. Stop looking at, how many cases of coronavirus is happening. Stop looking at all the job layoffs. Stop looking at the, stock market gonna crash. Just pay attention to what your tasks are in life, what you can do right now, whether it's online business, whether it's new opportunities online, but you need to better understand cryptocurrency. You need to better understand Bitcoin. You need to understand how to have a financial backing outside of the banks, okay? Now, I have bank accounts. We use, banks as leverage because obviously you need them and you need to work with them, but there are other options, okay? You can make money on your own money through cryptocurrency with companies like Celsius Network, okay? Where you can deposit your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and various other coins and gain interest on them, very high levels of interest, right? Whereas the bank's going to pay you 0%, and eventually the banks are actually going to charge you money to hold your cash in the bank. It's extremely sad, but I feel like that's going to happen. People have been talking about it. Imagine they're not paying you, but you're paying them to store your money away safely, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. So with a company like Celsius, for example, you can purchase cryptocurrencies or use the cryptocurrencies you already have, deposit them here, and then make interest. And interest gets paid weekly. It gets paid yearly. You get an annual rate, and you can also utilize your assets that you're storing away to do a loan as well. So you can get a loan, no credit check needed. You utilize your assets as leverage, okay? And then you can take a loan, a very low interest loan on top of your crypto. So you're not selling your crypto. You're keeping it there for it to hodl and hold it so it goes up in value. But then you can leverage it towards a loan that you can invest into new future projects, or even invest into a US stablecoin or any kind of stablecoin really, or even just sell those and then pay off a credit card or pay off a high interest debt, right? So these are things you want to consider. If you guys are interested in learning more about cryptocurrency and where to buy cryptocurrencies, links below in my video in the description. If you're in Canada, I have a few exchanges there. If you're everywhere else in the world, I have a few exchanges below as well. And if you want to make money on your cryptocurrency, with your cryptocurrency, you want to check out Celsius Network. I'm a big, huge ambassador. I'm a holder of the Cell token. I have a lot of my portfolio in Celsius. Obviously not all of it, because you want to play it safe. You want to diversify your portfolio, but definitely have some assets there, and it's accumulating interest as well. So make sure you don't sleep on these opportunities, guys. So if you want to learn any more about cryptocurrency, have questions, comment below. Make sure you destroy the like button, right? Give a little boost in the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe as well. If you want to see more videos like this, just raw, real, with you, one-on-one, please let me know. But like I said, click below. Any exchange that I have listed below, you're gonna have a bonus where you make a deposit. I get a little bonus, but you also make a bonus, okay, on your investment. All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Make sure you really look into cryptocurrency. Start learning more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.